I am a sophomore currently studying human development and education, and I have been here a few weeks training to become an RA, and it's actually my first semester on campus. Last year I was 100% remote from Georgia. It's been kind of different living in the dorms, definitely, but it's nice to be able to bring a piece of your home and just create your own space on campus. So this is my room. I was going for bohemian, which is like desert neutrals with pops of color. And it looks a lot like my room at home, primarily because I brought a lot of my stuff from home. It's essentially my room in Georgia, just now in Boston. Because I'm so far from home, it meant a lot to me to bring things that reminded me of home. My mom sent me this cross the first week that I got to school. This tree on my collage wall is a tree that turns yellow every year during the fall. That letter over there has notes that people have written to me, and whenever I need to pick me up, I kind of read those, and they're very sentimental and just remind me of my time back home. When I was deciding on things to bring from home, I made sure that all of it fit into a color scheme. I wanted to have something that made my room look uniform in a color scheme. I feel is the best way to do that with your space. Everything from the blankets I brought, to the pillows I chose, and the posters, even down to the rug, just making everything look uniform, I felt made my space look a lot more put together. If this is something that you're thinking about doing, I totally recommend using Pinterest. It is a great resource. You can pin stuff and add it to a vision board almost for your room, and that was very helpful in choosing a color scheme and a color palette that I wanted to apply and execute in my room. So no matter what dorm you walk into, the bed is going to take up a lot of space. So for me, it was important to utilize that space. And I decided to loft my bed, and because of that, I decided to get a stool. I am a little bit vertically challenged, so I decided not to have to run and jump every time I wanted to get into my bed. And I also got this lap desk, and it gives me a nice choice to be able to work from my bed comfortably. And both of these, you'll notice, kind of still fit in the color scheme because I waited to buy them until I saw the color of the furniture that was already in the room, and I think that that's a good thing to do, just to utilize what you already have. And lastly, I decided to get queen sheets for my bed because when I have to store stuff under there, it allows me to hide what I'm storing under there while still fitting into the aesthetic of the room. Last but most important is organization and storage. So just to be able to utilize such a small space, it's important to have storing options. For me, I decided to bring a TV, and maybe you are deciding to bring a monitor. And so just elevating my TV allowed me to store things like my games and remotes. I have this rolling cart, which while it fits the theme, it also is very functional in helping me store things like my art supplies and my desk supplies, as well as my printer. You can have things like a caddy by your bed for your snacks, as well as a basket for your bowls and plates. It's just important to have options so that you have a place to put everything and keep your room cluster-free. Thank you for joining me in my space. I hope that some of these tips were helpful for you in not only thinking about the decorative side of your room, but also the functionality and how you want it to be a space where you can not only come to chill, but also work and study in.